Guys, today we'll be learning on how do you use Google AI Studio, because Google AI Studio is a complete ecosystem of Google products, and it is a complete studio, right, where even the beginners can build complete production ready apps within days if you want. Like, I'm telling you, complete production, because Google has all types of products which helps apps to get published and to get live. So today we are going to learn, for beginners, how do you use Google AI Studio, no matter what age you are. Even if you're young, I think this would be even more great, right, if you learn how to use Google's AI Studio, because many people doesn't know. And if you're learning this, I think you're gonna be ahead of many people. Okay, so first we're gonna learn, like, what I wanted to tell you is, Google AI Studio is really great, because it gives you complete access to all the Google products or Google Gemini products. So you can build a wrapper around Google Gemini. Okay, what do you mean by wrapper? Okay, see, suppose if there is Gemini and you build something on top of Gemini, suppose you build it for niche, suppose you build an app for weight loss, or you build an app for weight gaining. So that is how Gemini is used. So for that, we need API keys. So many people doesn't know API keys, and I'm telling you guys, you have to know what is a API key. So let me just explain you quickly what is an API key in simple words. Okay, I'm not going too deep. What is API key, right? So every LLM models have something known as API keys, guys. Okay, every LLM models, so LLM models like Google Gemini, ChatGPT, they all have something known as API keys, which they give it to users, developers, to build something using chatbots or using their LLM models. So even if you're a beginner, you don't need nowadays. What happened in this AI era, you don't have to be a developer to use this API key. You just don't need to be anything. Even a normal person with no knowledge of being a developer can use API keys for his development of any AI product. Suppose there is ChatGPT. It has something known as API key. Okay, it gives API key. And I'm also going to tell you how can you generate API keys as well. So this is the API key. You use this API key for your app. This is your app, and this app is nothing without this API key. So you build everything. Suppose you build a search bar, for example, on how to weight gain. So if there's a search bar on which answers everything related to weight gain, right? So when this search bar is there, when a user puts input, suppose asks a question in this search bar, this goes to the API key. And that, what is this API key? So it goes to ChatGPT in the backend. ChatGPT gives the response, and it comes to your front end. So if you give a clean interface in the front end, if you make a best UI and UX design, and if you can attract users, if you can attract customers, if you do the best marketing, do the best everything that is required for apps to reach to people, and if you get them to pay for you, and even if you charge rupees 200 per month, or whatever suits the app, I think you can easily make some money for yourself, right? And that's what we are going to learn today. How are you going to do? So this is basic API keys, guys. You are just using ChatGPT with a clean UI and UX. You're using, they'll give a separate key, secret key, which you have to use in your app. That API key is going to send request to the backend ChatGPT, and it is going to give in your app. That's it. It is so simple. And let us see how do we do that as well. So now we were learning about Google AI Studio, and in this AI Studio, you don't even have to worry about API keys, because everything is here. First, you have vibe code. What is vibe code? So basically, vibe code is, you build apps just by prompting. That is Vibe Coach. You can chat with models. You have different models like Nano Banana 2.5 Pro. If you want images, you can just do that. And you have monitor, or you, if you want to, like, this is the where you get all your rate billings, API keys. You can just create an API key over here. If you can see, you can create that. We'll gonna do later. But what is important is idea and app, guys. So to build apps, you have to go for this option where there's something to build. You have to build. Now this is the main tool. I know you might have seen a lot of apps, but this is for beginners. How to create app? Just go describe. So to create a beautiful app, you don't have to. You just ask a prompt from ChatGPT and paste it over here. It is going to give you a beautiful prompt. So just go and just type build. That's it. And now if you see, there will be a beautiful app building. See, and if you see, look at this, you're gonna be shocked. See the codes. How many number of codes is going to be generated, and that is crazy because now the Gemini is analyzing what to do, and then it'll start coding. Okay, just go for code. You can see the backend stuff, and you don't even need backend stuff, I guess, but the preview will be over here. But now we are going to see how do you get API keys from OpenAI, if you want ChatGPT's API key. Just type open AI API keys. Okay, you get this, create an API key. You're gonna be login. I have to log in, and if you want API reference, it has all these stuff. API reference, what is this? Then you have to just sign up, and you can just create an API. Can just use it over here, guys. And this is loading for a second. I'm telling you, you have to learn how to use API keys, and it is very very simple and useful because think of it, ChatGPT is with you. Like, you are the controller of ChatGPT, and it is on your creativity. How do you use API keys? Because if you're so creative and if you can make people pay you, I think it is possible for you to make millions of dollars, and people have proven it. I know it is such a big thing, like talking about millions of dollars, but it is not impossible, right? That's what it is. It is possible. Everything is possible. You have to just work on it day and night, and at the same time take care of your health, guys. And yeah, that's what I wanted to tell. Let us see what has been done. Let us see, code is being generated. You don't have to do things. Everything will be ready to see. Like, so many dashboard is created, inside screens, everything is created, guys. And you did not even know of this shit, right? You have to start knowing, I'm telling you. And go over here. This is the preview place. And yeah, this is very 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 important, right, to do these things. And this is preview where you see your app. And this is the code section where you can edit your code if you're a coder. And this is obviously full screen mode. This is where you download the app files. These files will be downloaded over here, and you can get access to all the code. And this is GitHub. So if you want to push it to GitHub, and that is a bit advanced, not advanced, but yeah, if you're a developer, you would be knowing this. And this is deploy. What is meaning by deploy? So every app, if this app has to reach to public, there should be a central server where if public uses the app, right, it should send the request. It should work at a large scale, right? That's why there's something known as Google Cloud. I think you might have heard of it, Google Cloud. So this deployment will be done on Google Cloud, and millions of people at scale can be used. So you have to just, if you want to deploy app, you can just, if you want to share, if you want to switch API key, that is also possible, right? See, this auto fix, it is fixing its code automatically. You have to just see auto fixing the error. You don't have to do anything, it fixes all the things, right? Okay, it takes a bit of a time. By the time it takes, let us understand the basics of what we were learning. What is API keys, right? So API keys, Google Cloud. See, I think to build an app, you need to understand 3-4 things. First, what is API key? Very, very simple. It is a key given by LLM models for you to use or build. You can do any of the shit. Like you can just use this API key and sell it to people, sell it for 1,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees. LLM doesn't care. Okay, you have to pay a certain number. So it'll be like they'll charge on token basis or input. One token is like one input, or it can be categorized in the words, how many words are there. So, and it is cheap as well, guys. You don't have to pay like, it'll be like 0.10 rupees per token, something like that. I'm not sure about the prices. So you can also use Chinese LLMs, Chinese API keys. Like you can use DeepSeek API key, which is for very, very cheap compared to OpenAI LLMs, and it is very good as well. And you can use other things. And first, you have to also know what is cloud, right? Cloud Run. So you have many options like Google Cloud. You have Google Cloud. You have Microsoft's Azure. You have AWS. People will be talking about AWS. AWS is nothing but Amazon Web Services, where you can deploy your app so that many people can use, not only you but thousands of people can use, and it keeps on running continuously. And if you know these things, I think you can build very good apps, and you can ship it, and you can use social media, right? Okay, there's another error. Just type retry. It is going to finish the thing, right? Okay, I'll be back when the video, oh sorry, when the app is complete. Okay, guys, as you can see, the app is completely ready, and it looks really, really, really good. And yeah, it has a lot of features as well. If you go, you can log in and you can check your weight, you can check the activity. You're gonna just put in your activity, and you get you can just log activity, and it gives you weekly report, and it gives you a detailed report as well. Even I'm not sure what it did. And you have a personal AI coach as well for your personal guide to succeed, right? You can ask anything to AI coach regarding the your weight loss journey, or how to, and you also get a chart as well. This is really, really important. And you can make these charts live as well, guys. It's not simply they gave you, it gives you charts which you can make it, you can make it functional as well, right? And if you look at the design, if you look at the quality is really, really good. And if you look at the UI and UX, it's so clean, and just within one prompt it gave me. You can ask the prompt for AI as well, like chat gpt, it'll give you a detailed prompt, right? You have a personal thing, and you can use Firebase as your database. What is Firebase? Like for the beginners who don't know what is Firebase. So Firebase is basically a database, right? Where all your information, like your, see, suppose you log in food, okay? So when you log in food, suppose you log in food every day, and you want suppose your app to analyze these days food, like Monday, Tuesdays food, complete food. If it wants to analyze, so it needs data, it should be stored somewhere to analyze. So you can use Firebase data base, like for your app, and our AI will fetch data from the Firebase, analyze it, and give the results in the front end in your app. So that is also very, very useful. And Firebase is from Google itself, right? Firebase itself is from Google, and it is pay as you use. You don't have to pay in the beginning like monthly subscription. You have to pay how much your database increases, that much you have to pay. And this is very, very helpful. And if you want, you can just add more features. Suppose I got one more prompt from chat gpt. Let me just put that. Guys, as we can see, I have told it to do some changes, and yeah, it's going to do changes, guys. It's all about how you build the app, right? How you, what is your creativity level? But one thing I want to say is, you might have built the product, but if product is king, distribution is god, guys. I'm telling you. You might have built a app, but how do you distribute it, or how do you make it reach to people? Not only make it reach to people, but you have to make them pay for it, right? That is on it now. In the AI era, it is not about building, but it is about executing your app. How well, how well do you make it available for people? How effective are you, or how much network do you have, or how much like how much audience do you have? What do you mean by audience? Like your potential customers, or people who admire you, or people who watch you, or like how well do you do content creation and make people use your app? It's all about that. It's not about building, but it's about execution. That's what I wanted to say. You can build apps, no choice, no, like no doubt in that, but let me tell you, focus on execution. Start building in public. You have Twitter, or you have to start building there, or do content creation, make long form videos in YouTube, tell about your app. Just do something in niche, something helpful, that's it, and go to them, reach out to them somehow through content creation, or doesn't matter, it's all on you. How the creativity which you use it, go. And if you solve the right problem, if you solve, I think any user will 100% pay for it. It's just that you have to start. That's what I want to say. I'm gonna end this. It was a very nice video. I just told you how to build an app. It's just a start, guys. You have to uh, you know uh, you have to just learn it, okay? You'll just get to know more and more. Just start it, just start building, you'll get to know more. And just subscribe for my channel if you'll really like the video, because this is my beginning. And yeah, thank you, bye.